Hello everyone, and welcome to the lesson on matrix word problems. So when you've got a word problem that has a lot of components to it, you can construct a chart like you see in front of you based on what's in what you're given. In this case, you're not given the information that's in the chart, but the word problem does give you other information that's important. So if we take a look at this, bats are $80. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an 80 above the bats. Each baseball is $6 and gloves are 60, because we're going to need that in order to find the total cost. Now you could multiply everything out by hand, but let me show you what happens if you construct a matrix with this. So if you construct a matrix with the elements that are in the chart, 12, 45, 15, 15, 38, and 17. Those are the quantities. And if you then create a matrix with the things that we wrote across the top, and as they appear left to right, you're going to write them from top to bottom, 80, 6, and 60. So what you're going to wind up with is a matrix, 2 rows, 1 column, and the top row will be the women's, and then the men's. Okay, they will appear in the same order that they are there. Okay, so let's bring up the calculator and let's put these two matrices in. So we're going to edit matrix A. It's a 2 by 3, and we're going to put the elements in: 12, 45, 15, and 15, 38, and 17. That's the first matrix. Now let's put matrix B as our second one. It's a 3 by 1. And we have 80, 6, and 60. So now we can take matrix A times matrix B, and we find out the total cost for the women is $2,130, and the total cost for the men is $2,448. So there are a few things that you have to remember. The values that you put above each column, you have to read the word problem carefully because they may not give it to you always in that same order. So you have to make sure you're labeling those columns, the top of the column, correctly. And as those values appear left to right, you put them in this matrix top to bottom. So let's do another one. So here, if we read the problem, touchdowns are 6 points, field goals are 3, and point afters are 1. Okay, so we'll construct a matrix. Five, 20, 5, 8, 5, and 14, then 10, 10, and 58 times 6, 3, and 1, and will give us a 1 column 3 row matrix, and the value at the top will be Tom, then Alex, and then Chris. Let's go back to the calculator and let's practice again. How do you clear the matrices out? You go second, memory, 2, 5, and you hit delete until the matrices are gone. Okay, so we get out of that, and we want matrix A. and that is a 3 by 3. And just put the elements in. And remember, if you need to pause to catch up, that's fine. You should pause it to make sure you're putting all the things in the calculator the correct way. There's the first matrix. Second matrix. So again, we're going to do like we did on problem number 1. We're going to take matrix A, times matrix B, and we get the values of 95. That was Tom. Alex was 77, and Chris was 148. Obviously, Chris scored a whole lot more points than either Tom or Alex. So that is the lesson on matrix word problems. You may have to construct a table, but you see the way the data is put into the table. So this lesson, as most lessons, have been brought directly to you from my dining room table.